Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you all know, I am Lady V. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. Got a little raspy voice on this beautiful Monday, but in reality, let's talk about what's at hand and what matters. A lot of us, we have a lot of enemies, and we don't know that we have enemies. They're just there, you know. And sometimes your enemies will try to find the smallest of the smallest things to try to interrogate or antagonize you with. So my advice to give to someone out there that is going through some things with the enemy, and the enemy could be your best friend. Your enemy could be anybody who don't see the full potential in you. They're gonna hate on you. Those are what you classify enemies. But my topic today really pertains to close friends that's been like hating on you since like way back then, and just kind of pretty much coping with it now. As I got older, I had to realize like a lot of people who said they had my best interests really didn't, and the ones who said they would have my back really didn't. The ones who said that they would motivate me and just be there, they didn't. Those became my enemies, and the enemy will do whatever it takes to try to tear you down. You know what I mean? They will do whatever it takes to try to sabotage your character as a human being. But sometimes you have to tell the enemy, like, you're no different from me. At least I'm putting forth the effort to change my situations. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to express that to some people because people just don't get it. They want to just try to put you down. They don't want to uplift you, and that's what the enemy does. That's their job, is to try to tear you down or destroy you or make you feel less than who you are. So sometimes you have to check the enemy. Sometimes you have to put them in their place, and sometimes you have to mean it, and some people just don't like it. And that's fine. But I've realized that sometimes your enemy becomes so cocky and so arrogant that it's like, yeah, whatever. And sometimes you got to tell them some stuff that'll hit them below the belt to let them know to stay in their position, stay in their place, because God has given you another chance. God has given me another chance. God has given a lot of us another chance. So sometimes the enemy want to walk around like they're God, and they don't have that right, and sometimes people try to, be something that they're not, and they will steer away from being who they are, and I've seen 40-year-old men and 30-year-old men do these types of things to their own selves. You're your own enemy. It's time to get up and make it happen, as well as with a woman. I've seen women in their 30s and 40s still hating on the next individual. It's like, come on. When are you going to get it together? Like, how long are you going to continue to sit on your ass and complain about what you don't have when you can get up and get what you do need? You know what I mean? And that's what the enemy does. The enemy tries to destroy you. It tries to destroy your spirit. It tries to destroy your movement, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you express yourself. The enemy doesn't like it. So the enemy will target you, whether it be through baby daddies, a boyfriend, or your homegirls, or whatever. The enemy is busy. The enemy doesn't want to see you prosper. The enemy wants to tear you down. That's the enemy's job. So my advice is, don't allow the enemy to come into your life and to create havoc. Don't allow the enemy to destroy what you got going for yourself. Because see, a lot of people don't like who you are because you're real, and some people don't like the position that you play in life. So they will hate on you. That's the enemy. Because if they wasn't the enemy, they would be uplifters. They would be considered supporters. But see, when they try to tear you down with the smallest of the smallest things, they're the enemy, and the devil is busy. And so don't allow the devil to create havoc in your life. Don't allow the devil to destroy what you've worked so hard to change and to critique and fix. Don't let the devil just come in within a couple of minutes and destroy what you've created for years. So, and I also take my own advice. That's why I'm willing to give it, because I'm not perfect, but I'm not about to sit here and portray like I am. So to me, this is a good message. So when I get off my live, I double back and I watch it because I motivate myself. Ain't nobody else out there doing it. So might as well be somebody that's real to motivate you and to push you, just like I push my own self daily. So it's like sometimes the enemy can be a good push. And you just got to stand 10 toes down when the enemy is trying to destroy you or trying to create or trying to turn you into something that you know you're not, and the enemy is very busy out here, and it's up to us to pick them out and to push them away. Don't let them come in your life and try to tear you down or, make you feel like you're less than who you are, because you're worthy. And we all need to be grateful for where we are in life, and a lot of us, we've prospered so much from our past that we have those haters, which are the enemy, hating on us because we're who we are and we're destined to chase greatness. And some people just don't like that. They don't like you praying for them. They don't like you speaking knowledge into them, because see, what they do is they turn around and they be like, well, who are you to talk? Look at your life. Look what you did. Well, that's why I'm doing it, because look what I have came from. Look at me. I'm not perfect, but look at me. Look how big of a 360 that I've changed. You can too. I'm just showing the truth. And some people can't handle the truth. Some people can't handle the realness. And that's okay. But that's why I'm me, because I'm going to keep doing it. So I can sit in front of a million people and been at my worst. But now I'm here. I've showed where I was at, and now I'm showing where I can be and where I really want to be. But it takes steps to get up here. It just don't happen overnight, but it's putting forth the effort, and that's what matters. It's putting forth the effort to change your surroundings, to change your life, to change your well-being. That's the goal. Is to learn from your mistakes, to learn from your flaws, to learn from the things that you used to put yourself in. But now growth has came in, so now you want to change your whole atmosphere. And that's okay. That is okay. So don't let your enemies try to tear down what you got going for yourself. Because sometimes the enemy don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you uplifting other people, because they're not uplifted. So maybe if they took the time to be uplifted by whoever, it don't necessarily have to be me. It could be anybody. Take that time to be uplifted, and maybe you would change how you feel about someone else who's trying to be an uplifter, And I've also learned that when you want something, you have to dedicate your time towards it. So if I have to get up for the rest of my life at 6 o'clock in the morning every day to get my message out, that's what I will do. I'm dedicated to the cause. And the cause is raising awareness to my people. Why? Because I like doing this, and this is what I enjoy. So I will embrace what brings me happiness. And some people need to realize that. Some people really need to learn that it's your happiness that you're chasing. You don't have to go around and please nobody. And I had to learn that as well. But I'm not on here dogging or badgering anyone or trying to critique them in a negative or judgmental way. I'm simply just encouraging my people in a motivational, inspirational way. And that's okay. Accept it or don't. You can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. And sometimes your words just might not be the words people need to hear. And that's okay. And I learned that. I had to take my time to really, truly learn that. And now that I've grasped it, I got it, I will no longer give my energy to a dead situation, because they're not ready to hear the power. They're not ready to hear the voice, and that's okay, and sometimes you have to just be like, they're not ready for it. But don't get discouraged and give up your dreams. Just keep going at it and approaching it in different angles to where they can get it. And if they don't, oh well, it's just not meant for them to get it. But always keep in mind, Without enemies, there wouldn't be you. Without haters, there wouldn't be no you. So keep doing what you do best, and that's stand tall and stand 10 toes down. That's my message. I'm Lady V. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. Peace.